Morning, everybody. This is SP. Give me that change TV. I have not been on it all this year for this football season. I do apologize to all my fellow fans that have been following me the past 2 years and that were going off of my picks and stuff like that. I've been extremely busy and have not had the time nor the energy to get on here and get a video up. But I'm going to get one up for you guys right now. I've been doing well this season as a whole. You know, I had a couple nice upset alerts, but this week in particular, I can't call the Miami-Buffalo game as that game's already played, but there's no question about it. I had assumed that Buffalo was going to win that game. But let's get into the picks here. We got Arizona playing against the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Atlanta Falcons right now are playing very strong defensively and offensively. I think the Arizona Cardinals are really showing a lot of potential this season, as a lot of people out there didn't think they were going to do anything at all. So I don't expect them to go out without a fight. I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons because they are home, winning by less than 10. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers right now are in a situation that I feel that Cam Newton really needs to just step up as a quarterback and as a whole for this whole organization. I think the whole entire team right now is really in a upset state of mind, and I really don't blame them. You know, they're a good team. Fundamentally, they're a good team. But you know, I think Tampa Bay Bucks are a little stronger than them. Last season, I talked a lot about the Tampa Bay Bucks, how I really liked them because of how young they were, how they had a lot of potential going down the road. I want to take the Tampa Bay Bucks here by less than 10. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, you know, are a team that I don't like. I really do not like them. I never have liked them. I think they're a pathetic team. They do have a great amount of good players on that team. They just don't know how to work together, and they don't know how to actually fundamentally play ball when it comes down to game day. So Dallas Cowboys here are going to get the win because they are home. They're probably going to take a huge win over the Cleveland Browns. I expect them winning it by more than 12. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. I think this is going to be a big-time game this week. These two are, you know, out of the cold parts of the country, the Windy City, and you got Detroit City. Obviously, they're ready to rock and roll here. I think as a whole, the Lions really need to prove more right now than the Green Bay Packers because of the fact that they lost a couple more games than them. But as a whole, this is a very balanced. Both teams are very balanced. I think on the defensive side, though, Green Bay Packers by far have the upside there. On the offensive side, wide receiver-wise, I think that the Detroit Lions have a better chance, or wide receivers as a whole, but the Packers also do have a great wide receiving core and a solid running back core, even with the fact that they've already lost one of their big-time running backs. So right now, you know, because Detroit's home, I'm going to call this a close one. I'm going to take the Packers winning by less than 5. We got the Jacksonville Jags against the Houston Texans. You know, the Houston Texans right now are really, really good. Fundamentally, their offense is playing real well. Defense is playing real well. Jacksonville Jags are a team right now that's been struggling. They don't really have a lot of the caliber players that they need right now to be having a winning organization over there. I think they're fundamentally reworking that organization there. At the end of the day here, I want to take the Houston Texans because they are home. I think the defense is very strong. I think they're going to put a lot of pressure on the QB. They're going to shut down the run. I expect Houston to win by more than 15. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. I think it's KC Chiefs. Cincinnati Bengals right now are looking solid. You know, they're looking good right now. They even beat the Jets last week, which was one of the picks that I did have. I was just blown away that it actually worked out that way. KC Chiefs are a good team, but I think regardless of the fact that KC Chiefs are home, I want to take the Cincinnati Bengals by less than 7. We got the Jets playing against the Rams. Rams are home. Jets have just been playing horrible this season. They have a very good team, but their quarterback sucks. There's no question about it. If they don't start Tebow, I'm not going with the Jets winning here. They need to get Mark Sanchez on the bench or off the team. I've never liked the guy. I mean, I talked about how They played pretty solid when he brought them to the AFC Championships two years in a row. But other than that, I never really had faith that he was going to be somebody who was going to stay with the team and organization. I also think they need to do a lot more remodeling as a whole on the coach level. I think that's a very important thing that the New York Jets really need to focus on. The Rams right now are playing well. They're not playing as great as a lot of people would like for them to be playing, but they're playing well ball, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers take the win here. I'm going to go with the Jets by less than 7, but the Steelers have the Rams have a great chance of winning this game. We got the Philadelphia against the Washington Redskins. Redskins here are, this is going to be an elusive game right now. If Michael Vick is playing, we're going to have two. We got the new premier quarterback right now that's on the Washington Redskins side, of which is going up against the great Michael Vick. Yeah, Michael Vick's been struggling. He's not putting up numbers that are amazing right now. The Eagles are struggling as a whole. The Eagles obviously have a better defense than the Washington Redskins, but the Washington Redskins offense is so wild this year that because of the quarterback situation there, they made it very difficult for teams to shut them down. I want to take the Washington Redskins as their home on an upset. You'd consider it an upset because of the caliber of the actual organization. And I'm going to take them winning by less than 7. We got the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. New Orleans Saints here are a team that when they play amazing, and when they suck, they suck. Oakland Raiders, same shit. It doesn't make any sense. It's just how these teams work. Because Oakland's home, I'm hoping they're going to do well. I don't expect them to get the win. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints on a win here by more than 14. We got the San Diego Chargers, the Denver Broncos. Broncos right now are playing very well ball this year with the fact that Peyton Manning's over there. We got the San Diego Chargers, of which right now are not looking as good as they have been in years past and are struggling deeply. So I'm going to take the Denver Broncos here by more than 10. Indianapolis Colts up, playing against the New England Patriots. Always has been a rivalry over the years with the fact that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady used to just go at it all the time. I think right now the Patriots are really in the swing of things. They haven't lost after the past couple of games. After they had started their season out as the most losses in I think it was like since 5 years back or something like that. They were like 3-2 or something, and now it's the worst record they've had in a long time. I think the Patriots are ready to rock here. I think Andrew Luck's going to come in there at Patriots Stadium, and he's going to have a good game. I expect him to play well. I expect the Colts to lose by more than 20, but I expect the first half to be a fun game. Other than that, complete blowout, no questions asked. Baltimore Ravens here against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I always love this battle. This is a great rivalry. This is two fundamentally great defensive teams and great running teams, and teams that have a good quarterback that know how to throw the ball when it's necessary to get the win. Because of the fact that the Steelers are home, because of the fact that Baltimore right now is just missing some of their big key defensive players, I gotta go with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking the win here by less than 14. And finally, we have the Chicago Bears and the San Fran 49ers. San Fran 49ers right now are playing well, but the Chicago Bears right now are honestly on fire. I absolutely love them. I think they're fundamentally one of the best teams in the NFL right now, top 5. They got some of the best defensive players in the whole league. They got some of the premier top wide receivers and offensive working unit as a whole right now in the NFL. No questions about it. But the San Fran 49ers are on the same page. San Fran 49ers have an elite defense as well. They have an elite tight end. Their tight end is not comparable to really most teams in the NFL, if you want to count out Gronkowski and things like that. But at the end of the day, San Fran 49ers here are home. They got a good team. Their crowd is hard to play against. And I think the Chicago Bears may take their first loss this week. I'm going to take the Chicago Bears losing it by less than 7. Those are my picks for the week here. Enjoy. and leave me some comments and send some messages. I love to get back with everybody, and I intend on getting back on next week. Have a nice day. See you.